I ain't gonna lie, Meebs got that joint on. I don't think this is the official art, obviously, but whoever Meebs is, his stylist gotta come from nothing less than the Northern Water Tribe of the Drip Nation. That joint is hard. Welcome back to the Stanley Live channel. Today is gonna be me, it's gonna be chat, and we are react to a video from the one, the only, the homie, the Avatarist. The fourth Avatar series is not what anyone expected. I think this is them talking about New Haven. Wait, fourth series? New Haven is 3. So what's 4?
Boys, girls, and everyone else watching this video, we have got some catching up to do.
The first thing to start this video being, man, F Korra is so crazy, bro. Korra cool, bro. Yeah, she did some things, but it's like, you know.
There is seemingly a 4th Avatar series in development. Yes, a 4th one after 7 Havens.
They already started plotting on the 4th.
The amount of Avatar Studios content that has been leaked, at this rate, Wan Shi Tong's library is going to need a sequel series as well. Most people seem confused as to why a 4th Avatar series is in the works, because we haven't even seen the 3rd or even that chibi mini-series that was announced. But don't worry, because it all makes sense and I'm going to explain it all in this video. You guys know the drill. No, not you. If you guys want to stay up to date on all things Avatar, well...
Stan, what's your opinion on Avatar 7 Havens? I'm thoroughly excited. Right now, just like going off of, you know, some data, right? Phineas and Ferb did their reboot and it worked out well. Cartoon Network did their reboot with, or sorry, not Cartoon Network. Amazing World of Gumball did their reboot. It worked out well. If Avatar could also do their version of a reboot and have it worked out well, I'd be really happy. That's my opinion on 7 Havens. I want it to succeed a lot.
Well, you better stay until the end of the video. The source behind all of this is a little messy and there is a little bit of misinformation going around. I've seen a lot of people saying that all of this is coming from this Instagram post right here, but no, not exactly. That account is just reposting a casting call originally from Actors Access. Actors Access is a paid service, so I guess they're just trying to make this a little bit more accessible. From what I've gathered, Daniel RPK either spotted this or was sent this, but either way, he posted it first. If you guys know him, he's been a pretty reliable leaker throughout the years. As for his track record with Avatar, I remember one time he posted the Netflix Avatar teaser trailer, or what would be in it, days before it was posted online. After RPK posted about it, Night Edge Media also posted about it and claims to even have gotten it confirmed to be Avatar. And honestly, yeah, it's pretty obvious that this is Avatar when you actually read through the casting details. But before we jump in and break this down, you guys need to know this quick thing about casting calls. Studios try their best to hide what franchise it's for. Obviously, they don't want thousands of hardcore Avatar fans applying just because they love the franchise. So what they do is that they disguise the terminology. For example, a word like bender gets swapped to spellsmith. Really subtle, right? No, not really. Last time with 7 Havens, it was even worse. Like, one of the code names was Black Rose. Like, come on guys, real subtle. And if you're still skeptical that they'd be working on another
what's Black Rose code for? I don't even know what a Black Rose is code for. Rose Black Rose? What's that code for? With 7 Havens or Avatar? Black Rose? I don't know.
Before 7 Havens even drops.
Oh, White Lotus. White Lotus, okay.
We've actually heard it straight from the creators themselves. They've publicly announced that they're working on multiple series.
We're developing other series and other games and other features.
There's also people on LinkedIn who are working on unannounced Avatar projects, so pretty obvious what this is for. Okay, finally, now that you know this is all legit, it's not a troll or anything, let's go ahead and go through the casting call. I'll read it out loud for you guys and try to decode it as we go. The series code name is Red Thunder.
Red Thunder? Okay, so a firebending avatar.
How 7 Havens was called Aurora before it was officially announced. We know that 7 Havens' codename directly ties into the show's aesthetics. If we look up right into the sky, we can see the iconic Aurora lights. So maybe with this new series, there's a similar type of symbolism going on here. The casting is for the roles of Baru and Meebs. I'm sure that most of you guys know that these are placeholder names and will be slightly different in the show. If you guys remember when we broke down the 7 Havens casting calls, the names were also a little different. Pavi Pavi was called Priya, Nisha was called Nikki, Jay was called Jin.
I ain't gonna lie, Meebs got that junk on. I don't think this is the official art, obviously, but whoever Meebs is, his stylist gotta come from nothing less than the Northern Water Tribe of the Drip Nation. That joint is hard. Shout out Meebs.
That sort of thing. For Baru, they are looking for teens and adults to play a 14-year-old Native American male. Baru is an earnest, impulsive, spacey teen with a skate grunge rocker vibe. So reading this, instantly my mind's thinking a waterbender. The Water Tribe is known to be based off of Native Americans and Inuits. It seems like they're going for a free spirit and rebellious type of guy. So knowing past avatars, I'm like, you know what? This has to be Kuruk, but let's keep going. I know a lot of you guys are going to be asking why I'm saying waterbender. At the top of the casting call, it says they're dedicated to casting ethnically accurate voices. As I said before, the Water Tribe is based on Native Americans and Inuits, the Fire Nation based on Southeast Asia, Earth Kingdom South Asia. So if you know that information and you look at these casting calls, you kind of know where they're going to be at in the Avatar world. He's an underachieving apprentice.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. They're literally doing investigative work. Like, they're using real geographical locations to determine which places which character is gonna hail from. That is crazy.
Spellsmith. Okay, that was like a tongue twister for me. That was kind of hard to say. I'm thinking this apprentice spellsmith thing could possibly mean young avatar, or maybe just a waterbender in training. But then the next line kind of hints more at the whole avatar thing, because it says an unlikely person to be tasked with saving the world, but that's his destiny. So yeah, I wonder what that could mean. Wink wink, nudge nudge. It's hard for him to pass up on a good time or a daredevil stunt. Again, this sounds exactly like Kuruk, who would travel the world showcasing his bending to everyone, but he'll drop everything to help a stranger in need. So he's an avatar, he likes to have a good time, but he's also doing the avatar duties and protecting people and maintaining balance. That's what I'm gathering from this.
We just got the first, not nonchalant dreadhead avatar. We got the first no, because Aang was rambunctious. Oh, we got the first avatar with ADHD. There it is. I got to it. First avatar to have ADHD.
He's an optimist with a brightly burning spirit and a goofball who brings joy when he's not ushering in chaos. And this really sounds like Kuruk, who was forced to deal with all of the bad stuff in the spirit world. But again, him being 14 kinda is weird. Baru is a risk taker. It's like an itch he must scratch, even if the chances for success are slim and the chances for injury are high. Thinking things through is not his strong suit, but he's all about good vibes. And maybe I'm just overanalyzing things and overthinking this, but it really does sound like Kuruk's battles in the spirit world. When someone is making everyone have a bad time, most notably a bully or a peacock, Baru isn't afraid to dish up some comeuppance, or at least he'll attempt to. He'll pick a fight he can't win as long as it's for the right reasons. He's charming and has an energy that attracts most people, kind of like a golden retriever. He might ruin your rose bushes with a badly planned stunt, but you can't hate him for it because of his dopey smile. Series regular. If you guys remember, in The Rise of Kyoshi, they stated Kuruk was known for his iconic smile. Baru's smile is also a big part of his character, or else it wouldn't be listed as one of the key things in his casting call. Now to me, this is heavily Kuruk coded, but again, there's room for it to be a completely different avatar. I do think it's a little weird how he's 14 in this. I always thought Kuruk had a normal upbringing as the avatar and started his training at 16, but there's always room to write in more lore. Most people seem pretty evenly split on if this is a Kuruk series or a completely new avatar. Now, I know some people are bringing up that this can't be a Kuruk series because in the past they used the first letter of their real names in the casting calls. Like Pavi was Priya, Nisha Nikki. I said it earlier. You know, I don't need to say it again, but this doesn't have to be a rule, and not every series does this. I think they could just be trying to hide the series more this time around. During Seven Havens, they said things like Black Rose Compound, which was obviously code for White Lotus Compound.
Who was that guessed that? You were 100% right. I'm so mad that it took me that long, bruh. I'm so mad it took me that long, bruh. You were 100% right, whoever guessed that off top. Stanley, off topic, but would you rather super speed without the heightened sense? So if you, going, or get a trained, or going, you finna get a trained, or super strength without invincibility or durability? I'll take super speed because like I don't think I ever need to travel like at Sonic speeds or nothing like that. But if I could just get somewhere fast enough, like for example, I could drive and like my vision's like not messed up. You get what I'm saying? So I would just probably go to about like that speed. Like imagine being able to run as fast as like, but you don't get the durability. But nah, if I could run for 5 minutes, and I could, oh no, maybe it's like if I could run for a mile. Let me get the speed. Cause even right now, if I could get to my kitchen and back in like 2 steps and it's just, I'll be a little bit tired, but it's that fast, I'd be okay with that.
Then they said telepathically lifting boulders, which is basically just earthbending, and they used the word savior for Avatar. It was all very obvious. So I think this time around they know Avatar fans are just super nosy, and they tried to hide the series just a little bit better. But let's move on to the next casting call, which is for Meebs, where they are also looking for teens and adults to play a 14-year-old Native American male. Meebs is usually the smartest person in the room as well as the laziest. He has perfected the art of doing just enough to get—
oh my gosh, they're giving us our version of Shikamaru in, oh my gosh, in Avatar. We get Shikamaru in Avatar. That sounds fantastic. That sounds like a great day to me. Yo, Meebs is already my favorite character.
Goodbye. Honestly, kind of sounds like me, not gonna lie. No, but this could suggest a privileged non-bender coasting on just intellect. That's the vibes I'm getting so far. He's a trainee in the retinue of the Chancellor. I'm thinking this could mean a noble in the Water Tribe Chief's Council. They also state that this is an elite role for a young person, which, yeah, that makes sense. His parents hope that one day Meebs will become the next Chancellor. This most likely means he's next in line to be the chief of the Northern or Southern Water Tribe and bring prestige to their influential family. But he isn't interested in any of that. He doesn't know what he wants out of life, but he knows he's bored with politics in the stuffy traditional environment in which he's been raised. He's the polar opposite of his best friend Baru. Yeah, polar opposite of Baru makes sense. I'm thinking this guy's a non-bender and Baru is literally the Avatar, so it can't get more opposite than that. He's drawn to Baru for his free spirit and authenticity, and even though he can't admit it to himself, maybe he longs to free his own spirit too. He's a de facto negotiator for the group, the Keystone's Wizard Ambassador to the world. So he's the Keystone Wizard's Ambassador. Basically, he's like the Sokka of the group. He's like the diplomatic one for Team Avatar. Obviously, I mean post 100-year-long war Sokka. Sokka wasn't very diplomatic in the show, but later on in life he did take upon that role. His high intelligence and sharp wits help Baru identify and correct the wrongs in the world they encounter. I like in the adjectives they've called him a trust fund kid. That is just so funny. Now, judging the community's reaction and taking into account everything I know about Avatar, I think there are 3 likely series this could be, and I'll rank them least likely to most likely. 3 being least likely, 1 being most likely. Coming in at number 3, I think this could be an Avatar Gun and Mezzo series. Now, let me explain. Avatar Studios has been going the fan service route. Whether you like it or not, they're doing what people are interested in. Adult Aang is very popular, so they're giving
Aang's getting a blick?
him a movie. Twin Avatars is very popular. They made a Twin Avatar series. You know what else is extremely popular? An evil avatar. Fans have always wanted an evil avatar or have asked if an evil avatar is even possible. Well, the official Avatar Legends YouTube channel, they dub Avatar Gun as the evil avatar. This is something people want to see. They could do that. But number 2, this could tie into the Ice Wars video game. Yes, the AAA Avatar RPG that is coming out in 2028. In the game Ice Wars, the waterbenders are the bad guys. This could be a prequel story to that. Cross-media tie-ins are Paramount's thing. They love doing it. And this would be a clever way to drive hype for both the series and game. Kind of like how Cyberpunk 2077 had Cyberpunk Edge Runners. The game was really popular, so it made people check out the anime. And the anime being generally well received and also popular made more people check it out. So the anime became even more popular than the game.
This is very correct.
Made people go back and check out the game and play it for the first time. It was like this big marketing circle where everything got more popular, and it was—
shout out Rebecca.
Just free money. So I could imagine Paramount doing that, but then again, it seems like Paramount always does the opposite of what makes sense. Coming in at number 1, I think it is the Crook series. I think a Crook series just makes a lot of—
anything I want for the SXY book, leave me out of it.
sense. So you guys know the Aang movie is coming out October 2026. Sometime before that, an Avatar novel is going to come out. Crook is next up in line for a novel. I just don't think it makes sense to have a Crook novel come out right before the Aang movie. The whole point of tie-in media before a movie comes out is to drive hype for the movie. I think the tie-in media has to be related to the movie. I think it would be weird if the book was about some distant Avatar like Crook. I think the book coming out next year almost certainly has to be Aang related, but hey, I could be wrong. We'll see. I would really like a Crook series because he's the most misunderstood Avatar and someone people are curious about. Alright, moving on to Avatar 7 Havens news. This one is actually pretty
more? I thought there wasn't anything else.
Interesting because we know exactly who it's for. This is for Karun, who is Captain Karthik's code name. Captain Karthik is the mentor of Nisha, basically her version of Jay. If you don't know who Captain Karthik is, watch this video. But judging by this casting call, it looks like we're going to be getting a flashback episode of Captain Karthik from when he was 12 years old. And there's a lot we can take away from this. They are seeking a teen or young adult to play a 12-year-old male South Asian. Smart, vulnerable, altruistic, and skeptical. Karun has always sensed something off about the beliefs he's been raised with. I'm pretty sure.
Am I stupid or did her outfit just change? She was not always wearing blue. Hold on. Okay. Bro, I started tweaking just now, bro. I was like, yo, okay.
Cool. Karun alluding to him growing up in a society that views the Avatar as a destroyer. Honestly, kind of feels like an Erwin Smith situation. He's at a crossroads caught between the ideology of his upbringing and a new liberating perspective that challenges everything he thought he knew. Honestly, I almost want to laugh reading this because that is some deep stuff for a 12-year-old. So it sounds like he's discovering that the Avatar isn't the destroyer the world thinks they are. Should convey depth, curiosity, and a strong sense of inner conflict. But yeah, it sounds like this is for a fun backstory episode. Since they're casting right now, this will most likely be for season 2. My understanding is that the rough cut for season 1 is pretty much complete and they're working on just animating it now. So yeah, sometime during book 2, we're going to be getting a deep backstory episode, and although it's years away, I'm looking forward to it.
Hey man, I'm glad to hear more good Avatar news because now it means at least if 7 Havens is bad that we get whatever with Kuro. I said the name wrong. Kuro's basketball and anime, and Avatar is neither of those things. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you like, comment twice. I'm gonna see you in the next one. Peace.